Kuttah Spoken Truth, we back at it again. Our praises to the Most High Yahweh and to His Son Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. This was in my news feed on one of the social media platforms, and I want to talk about it in this video. True or false? If you lead with your ass, can you expect to be valued for anything else? Let me read that again. True or false? If you lead with your ass, can you expect to be valued for anything else? I want y'all to think about that. Women, think about that. Men, think about that. The modern day woman, let's be real. What does she really have to offer? And I'm not speaking on the few good women out here that's trying to walk in the truth, that's trying to walk in the light of that which is according to traditionalism when it relates to the role of a wife. I'm not talking about you women that's doing a good job, all right? And kudos to you. But a vast majority of the women of today's society, I'm talking to you. What value do you really bring to a relationship with a man outside of your ass? Huh? What does you bring? That don't sound good, but anyway, what do you bring outside of being overly sexualized? The modern day woman overly sexualized herself and think that's the only thing that she need to bring to the table when it comes to a relationship. And then she turn around and wonder why men treat her as a hoe. Men don't want to be in a committed relationship with them. Men play games with them because the modern day woman leads with her body. That's it. She put more emphasis on her body than anything else. And yet turn around want to be valued as a wife. Don't you know the way you conduct yourself? Don't you know the way you behave? Don't you know the clothing you put on and the way that you present yourself with the clothing that you put on, overly sexualizing yourself? Don't you know that give off energy and attract certain type of man who only want to use you for one thing and one thing only? And that's is nothing else for but a sperm receptacle. A sperm bucket, shall I say. And then walk around. Why nobody want to marry me? All these men is the same. All these men is want to do is have fun and go about their business. All these men cheat. And yet, the only thing you do, like I said, you go on many of these women social media platform. The way this woman looking is exactly how a vast majority of them present themselves. They overly sexualize themselves. There used to be a time in the 60s and 70s when women used to be outside publicly. They dressed a certain way. They carried themselves a certain way. A lot of time they was in dresses. But now the modern day woman, she overly sexualized herself in everything that she do and wonder why she keep attracting the same type of man. And the men that she really want, if they do give her the time of the day, they only giving her the time of the day because they want to get their nut off. That's it. And this is the sad reality of a lot of women. That's why you need to change the way you dress, change the way you present yourself, change the energy that you are putting off into this universe. If you expect to be valued for anything outside of your body, huh? Let me grab a scripture Let's go here. Right? Let's see what the Most High have to say. Sirach chapter 19. Let's see. Listen. A man may be known, Sirach chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. When talking about man, talking about mankind, okay? So we automatically treat people off their first impression. And we judge people off their first impression. And a lot of you women don't understand is when a man meets you and the energy that you're putting off, the way you dress, overly sexualizing yourself, when we meet you, we already done settle in our mind how we going to treat you. Verse 30 goes on to say, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. So when we look at you and we see, oh, shoot, I know what time she on. She overly sexualizing herself. All she want to do is take ass pictures. She want to show off her skin. This the energy she put off. All she want to do is talk about, sex and this and that and other. Oh, yeah, I'm about to have some fun with her. I'm about to have some fun with her. And men will tell you whatever you want to hear, whatever you want to believe, until they are finished having fun with you. And then they on off to the next woman that overly sexualizing themselves. You have to get to a place in your life where you stop valuing your body over that which is more important. And that's your inner man. That's your inner man. Your integrity. The way you believe, the way you conduct yourself. The way you carry yourself. Until you get to the place where you learn how to dress. Matter of fact, let me grab another scripture. Let's see. Let's go to... let's get my mind working. I think it's 1 Timothy chapter 2. Let's see what that says. First Timothy chapter 2, verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel. Modest apparel. Not in clothes that overly sexualize you. Don't dress in a way where men automatically value off of your body and that alone. But the scripture said in like manner that women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness and sobriety. Excuse me. Not with bordered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becoming women professing godliness with good works. You see that? With good works. And a lot of these women, the way they carry themselves, man, look, we just see you as a good time, a fun time, not a long time. You hear me? And this is the reason why a lot of you women is being dug out. And once you get done being dug out, you are placed to the side. Not even thought twice about being put in the wifey position. Because why should a man put you in wifey position when you still carrying yourself and conducting yourself as if you're still on the market? Huh? A lot of you still dressing and overly sexualizing yourself like you still out here ready to be test drive. And wondering why that man don't take you serious. Wonder why that man only want to call you for a booty call. Hmm? The scripture tell us as men. Matter of fact, let me grab it. Let me grab it. It's in the same book. Let's go to chapter 9, Sirach chapter 9. Let's see. I love the scripture. Listen to what the scripture says. Verse 2, give not thy soul unto a woman to set her foot upon thy substance. Meet not with a harlot, lest thou fall into her snares. Now, why or how can you know if a woman is a harlot if you don't know her? The scripture told me not to meet with a harlot lest I fall into her snare. How do I know this? You know this by the way she dressed. Women that's fit to be in a wifey position, they dress in modest apparel because they don't want to be seen as no whore. They don't want to give off no whore energy. They don't want nobody to mistake that they still on the market. They're going to dress in a respectable way to represent their man, their husband, right? But you are able to see and understand a woman is a harlot or a whore, as I showed y'all, and with the other scriptures, Sirach chapter 19, by her clothing. By her clothing. And I tell you a lot of times, man, you listen, you don't have to know a woman background. You could tell by the energy. You could tell by the way they dress. You know if they been with a lot of men. You could tell if they got high body count by how they talk, their energy they put off, the way that you could tell it. The scripture let you know this. And if you meet a woman and she overly sexualizing herself by the way she dressed, then you automatically should know and believe that she's a harlot. This is what the scripture teaches. Oh, you don't believe me? I'll take you there. Let's go Proverbs chapter 7. Because it said, me not a harlot. And I know a lot of you guys like say, I don't know if she a harlot. I don't know if she a harlot. I don't know her. I don't know her background. But the scripture tell you, you are to deem her as a harlot by the way she dressed. Listen to what the scripture says. Huh? Start at verse 9. Proverbs chapter 7, verse 9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot. The Most High let you know, if she dressing like a harlot, you need to see her as a harlot. If she dressing like a whore, then you need to see her as a whore. Because if she not a whore, if she not a harlot, she would not have on the attire of a harlot. And watch what it goes on to say, in subtle heart. It gives you some characteristics of a woman that's a harlot. She's loud. Hoes, man. A lot of these hoes, they loud, man. Boisterous. Gotta be seen. Gotta get attention. That's why they loud. Their behavior is loud. Not just their voice. Their behavior is loud. They like the kids like to say, they doing too much. They do a lot just to get attention. So just don't think in mind that they're loud with their voice, but they're loud in their behavior, the way they carry themselves. Gyrating, making certain movements just to get attention from men. The scripture goes on to say, and stubborn. Man, one of the most stubborn women you're going to meet is a hoe. Okay? She's stubborn. And the scripture goes on to say, her feet abide not in her house. Watch what it goes on to say. Now she is without. Now in the what? Streets. Even the Most High been trying to tell us from the longest, from the beginning of time, that these women that want to be in the streets, they are for what? The streets. And a lot of these women is for the earth, man, for the universe, man. And this is why these women that whores, they are never satisfied, sexually. And I hate to get a little vulgar. I hate to get a little, should I say a little, vulgar. right? They're not happy. A lot of these women, man, that's whores that been ran through that don't have digging stick after the digging stick after digging stick, man. They are not satisfied with no the average 9-inch, 10-inch. They're not satisfied with that. The scripture said that they have to go after men, that's like horses because they done been ran through. The average size was 8, 9, 10 inches. They're not satisfied with that. Okay? Because they have been in the streets. Y'all, I know it sounds comical, but the Most High teaches, it's in the scripture. Let's go there. All right? Let's go there. Let's go to the scripture, Ezekiel. All right? Where is Ezekiel at? I see Jeremiah. Ezekiel right here, okay? Let's go to chapter 16. You go to chapter 16, and I'm going to start at the 24th verse. Remember, in the Proverbs I was just at, it said that she's in the streets. Watch what the scripture said about being in the streets. Listen. Verse 24. That thou hast also built thee an eminent place, and has made thee a high place in every what? Streets. These women like to be in the streets. They like to be in the streets. Watch what it goes on to say. And I say they're not happy with the average size, man. Huh? Because they done been ran through. When a woman has been ran through, the scripture says she becomes like a open pit. Okay? That's what the scripture says. A whore is an open pit. Huh? That's why a lot of them was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. You hear me? They're open pit. Whores that done been dug out, man, they are loose, man. Like I said, I hate to get vulgar, but that which is between their legs is open. They are loose. An average size cannot satisfy them because they done been dug through. And I'm trying to help you, man, out. I come back here. It's in the scriptures. Let me see. Man, let's go to Proverbs. Let's go back to Proverbs. We go to Proverbs 23. Okay? 23. Listen to what verse 27. I'm trying to help y'all, man. I'm teaching y'all. For a whore, Proverbs 23, verse 27. For a whore is a deep what? Ditch. And a strange woman is a narrow pit. A whore is a deep ditch, man. Listen, them digging sticks don't widen her. Right? Don't widen her. Got her open. A deep ditch. Like I said, they ain't happy with that average size, man. 9, 10, 8, whatever the case may be, man. Right? Because they done had too many digging sticks. I read it again. For a whore is a what? Deep ditch. You get in there, you fall in it. And a lot of these women who are whores, when it comes to sex, they have to go to the extreme with sex in order to satisfy their sexual appetite. They have to go to the extreme because they done been dug out by a lot of men. So that's why you got a lot of these extreme, not just men, but women plays a part of it. That's why you got a lot of these extremes, sexual fantasies and this and that and the other. Right? They want you to do everything underneath the sun with them because they no longer can be satisfied with just regular sex because they done been dug out by too many men. And that's why they always push. They constantly, these type of women, they push, they keep pushing, they keep pushing. And a lot of them even cross over into a abominable behavior because normal sex don't satisfy them no more because they done been dug out by too many men. They done been exposed to too many different type of sexual energy that come off of all the men that they done been with. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to Ezekiel. I got to prove it to y'all, man. They can't be satisfied with your average. Ezekiel chapter 16, right? Go back down. Let me read verse 25 again. Thou hast built thy high place at every head of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred. Why is a woman beauty, is abhorred? Even though she's fine, even though she is what a lot of men may say beautiful or die piece. Huh? And yet when the man get with them and see and get that feel from them, be like, man, damn, this is a deep ditch. Damn, this woman is she's out there in her mind. She, you know, let me tell you, men and women, it's okay to be freaky. The scripture in Hebrews chapter 13 said the marriage bed is undefiled. It's okay to be freaky. When you marry, you got your woman, you got your lady, or you got your man. Listen, yes, you can explore it, keep things spiced up. But a lot of these women that have been dug out, they go beyond freakiness. They go into wickedness in their behavior. Right? And man began to abhor them. Man began to look at them different. Man started looking at them like, no, I can't marry her. She too out there. And she's being too out there in the streets. Watch what it goes on to say. Verse 25, say that verse 25 has opened thy feet to everyone that passed by. When they talk about opening her feet, listen, a woman should keep her legs closed. Right? And I'm going to give y'all a secret. I ain't gonna charge you for this one. But when I used to be out there in the streets, man, looking for women to plow and take down, one of the telltale signs that let me know a woman was easy or she was a whore is she always keep her legs open. A woman that got some type of virtue to herself, that ain't been out there, she don't sit down with her legs open. That, a woman cross her legs, especially when she got a dress on. She don't got that type of energy, which is a masculine energy, to be sitting down with her legs open. That let you know she got that masculine energy. Why she got that masculine energy? Because she done had a lot of different masculine digging sticks in her. I'm trying to help you out, fellas. And women, I'm trying to help you out. Okay? So when I used to be out there, like, oh, she got her legs up. Oh, I know what type she is. You can pick on different little clues along the way when you just have experience with women. This goes to say, has opened her feet, opened thy feet to everyone that passed by. Everyone that showed them a little attention. Everyone that make them feel some type of way, they're going to open their legs to them. And goes on saying, and multiply thy whoredoms. And because they have multiplied their whoredoms, I told you they can't be satisfied with the average size digging stick. They can't. Why? It goes on verse 26. Thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptian thy neighbor, great of flesh, and has increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. Okay? Great of flesh. I want y'all to think about that. When they talk about greater flesh, go do your research. It talk about their digging stick. Okay? Talking about their digging stick. And the average woman that's been a whore cannot be satisfied with the average. They have to go after men that are great of flesh. You hear me? And to back it up, I know a lot of y'all don't believe me. To back it up, okay? To take you to the scripture. Let's take you there. Ezekiel 23. Right? Down by verse 20. Listen. Let me get verse 19, because I'm trying to show you it's because she's a whore. This is why she got it. She can't be satisfied with the average size. She had to go after mean that's swinging like a whore. Listen, yes, she multiplied her whoredoms and calling to remembrance the days of youth, when she has played the harlot in the land of Egypt. For she doted upon their parameters. All right? Parameters. Whose flesh is as the flesh of an ass, and whose issue is like the issue of a horse. It's talking about his digging stick. Okay? And you hear a lot of these women like, man, I can't, 19 inches. No, I gotta have 16. He gotta have 17, 18 inches. A lot of these women, man, they are exposing themselves, man, especially on social media platform. You have women that's on YouTube talk about he gotta have at least 15 inches. Why? Because she been out there. She done had too many digging sticks. And so your average don't satisfy 9, 10, 11, 12. It don't satisfy. These women talk about they gotta have bare minimum 15. So let's go back to the picture. All right. I know I done detour a little bit, but I'm just trying to teach y'all something, man. Trying to help you fellas and you women open your eyes. Let's go back to this picture. All right. If you lead with your ass, can you expect to be valued for anything else? And the answer is no. Women, we telling you, the answer is no. You're leading with your ass. You can't expect to be valued for anything else with us men. We are telling you, when you act this way, when you conduct yourself this way, we're not gonna put you in wifey. Now a simp might, a beta male might, men that really don't get women, men who really ain't on their purpose, who ain't confident. Yeah, they might be happy. But I'm talking about men that's on top of their stuff, man. Listen, no. Yeah, we'll have fun with you. We'll do what we want to do with you. But when it comes time to put you in wifey position, not only no, but hell no. Hell no. Because we already done settled in our mind, you're not valued outside of your ass. There's nothing else that we can price you at. Okay? You already have showed us what you are. And that initial impression is what we hold y'all to most of the time. All right, so, I had to talk about this. And once again, if you lead with your ass, can you expect to be valued for anything else? Not only no, like I said, hell no. All right, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for your boy. Peace.